Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here then simply welcome. I have a new video today. This is The Vagrant. This is part 3 and I hope you enjoy, and if you do enjoy it, consider leaving a like or subscribing, or if you don't enjoy it, well, you can dislike it too. Also feel free to comment, and if you want to catch the live stream, the link to the Twitch channel is below. Anyway, enjoy. See chat just fine, if need be, thanks to the fact that I have another computer. So if you want to chat away. I will be able to see what you say this time, hopefully. I mean, I could be wrong still. Which one's the map button on this? Not that button, that's the heal button. Ah, it's the back button on my controller. Alright, so we need to go... Where's the path? This is the path. Just cartwheel across. Yeah. Duke it out with some wolves. Have to murder this deer, even though it was literally doing nothing to assault us. And away we go. We're soon to enter Wheathorn. It will be much different than our last journey. We need to be fully prepared, and I think it would be best if you waited for me in the tavern. Don't underestimate me! You're just an apprentice after all, and I'm still cursed by your teacher. If a dog is to catch its prey, you have to let it hunt on its own. Understand? There's no need to speak. Down to me, Rune Warden. I know my craft. Not like those two battle mages, you don't. There's no need for false bravery. That killing squad from the academy could have taken both of us with little more than a lift of their hands. Those two were rogue agents. They don't represent the academy. Of course, I must be mistaken. It's not as if one of the most prestigious witches at the academy and her apprentice are busy blackmailing a wandering stranger. That would be unheard of. It's a righteous institution. You asked about my sister's death, remember? She was murdered by battle mages from your precious academy. 5 of them were sent to kill one young woman and her baby sister, and just to take something that didn't belong to them. No, you're wrong. You must have done something. It must have been your fault. I don't know what I expect to hear from you. After telling you that it doesn't matter, just remember to have your kind academy teacher kill me with her curse if I fail or attempt to escape. I certainly want to see the Witch of Variety keep her promise. Camden remains silent. He seems to be stunned by Vivian's words. Let's go. Alright, we are now in Wessendife Kingdom. Let's tear this place apart. Let me know if there's any volume issues. I did mess around with the volume a bit before I started. You found yourself in the city of Wheathorn. Be on your best behavior. That is quite the potbelly. Unless that is all armor, he's not going to be able to run and catch anyone. I need to find a place to rest. This might also be a good place to leave Camden while I check out the Abbey. Another potbelly. Move along, Vagrant. Hi. Do you happen to know? No, of course not. I don't think you can help me. Maybe I can, you never know. That was a a big chest here. Probably. These are the best prices in town. This or any other town. Even the nobles of the court buy from us. We'll see. Trampler. Price, very expensive, but I'll probably have that money in no time. 5 million gold? This... We're still in the, well, presumably in the early game. Let's see, 24,000 for plate mail. 50,000 for black iron. 64 for meaful. So is this like end game armor? Or is the scaling just really out of whack? I honestly don't know. But we'll find out, we'll find out. Ain't local, are you? Watch yourself here, girl. Alright. Now up this guy's shop and steal his eggplant. He won't notice, right? Take a look. Take a look. Even if you're not buying, take a look. That's kind of you. Let's see, potions. You only came to look. Come on, yours is not the face of someone who can't spot good deals. It's not that I can or can't spot deals, it's just that you have nothing worth buying. Alright, what did that idiot say? Got nothing but thieves and scoundrels in this hellhole. Don't come to me if you got trouble. I ain't your problem solver. I got a sword too, you know. I can solve... Ooh, who's this? Puffy... Is he wearing? He's got the frills of a noble, but the garments of a beggar. Also, does he not have an elbow on his left arm? Because it just looks like one chunk of arm. No elbows, just a chunk of arm. Yes, you smell of gold, but not quite enough of things. Come back when you get more. Oh, okay, I'm not coming back to you at all. You sound like a scam artist. Don't make trouble. It's the end of the world! I'm here! No one respects their elders anymore! What is it they say about those who don't respect their elders? Oh, it was something now. What was it? Probably nothing. Ah, Fat Pig Cafe. I thought it said Fat Pie Cafe. Hello, my dear. You must be famished. Come in and get something to eat. Alright, so I can... I already have salad. And I already have the poached egg. So let's get... the glizzian sausage. The joint roast. The tomahawk steak. And the grill platter. More. Eat more. There's no shame in enjoying a hearty meal. I can't actually go in there. Oh. Anything. Even the smallest amount of change helps. Well, this isn't the smallest amount of change if it's 10. Because 1 would be the smallest amount. But let's do 10. We can afford it. Kind of. Go down this way. Alright, rocks. And a bunch of... I'm gonna talk to this one. While that bum's crapping his guts away, I'm gonna sneak up to him and kick him into his own mess. Ooh, hoo, hoo. That dumb bum drank that poison water you gave him without even questioning it. Crap, crap, crap. God's a boss! Just leave me alone. Oh, did I just...
Aye, aye.
Yeah, I think it's probably best if we go. I suspect something will happen there, but I think I just chopped up some crap. Okay. We have definitely entered the red light district of this place.
No.
Care to buy me a drink?
Ada.
I've wasted my time unless you intend to pay for it.
No.
Sorry, love, we don't serve kids.
No.
Want to work here someday? Let's go in here. I guess we're leaving Camden here. Yeah, you are intending to return to me once you find the bracelet, aren't you? Of course. It's in the interest of my own health, isn't it? Madam? Has there been any progress, Camden? There is new information, yes. A demon located in Wheathorn is in possession of the bracelet of Zoe. This demon is apparently capable of powerful illusory magic. Well done. But what of the Rune Warden? She as well, on her way to finding the bracelet. The Tall Tree Witch gave her some aid in dispelling illusion spells. Are you not with her? Camden? Well, the Rune Warden has her curse. She should be no threat to us. Madam, are you going to remove Vivian's curse once she has completed her task? Of course we will, Camden. I would be nothing without my word, so I intend to follow through with my promise. Has she been complaining of the curse? No, not especially. Concentrate on the task. Do not allow yourself to become distracted. Yes, madam. I will be on my way to Wheathorn once I've finished my investigation. That's great news. Report to me the moment the Rune Warden finishes her task. If you see fit, contact me in her presence. As you wish, madam. Dear Camden, we will return to the academy once we are done here. Thank you, madam. I am not too fond of this wretched place. Patience, my student. I await your good news. So I guess this will take me back to Holborn. Who's this guy? If you've got a problem with staying here, you can just wander the streets. You know about curfew, don't you? Who's this grizzled little guy? What? You want to see what I've got? Let's see, that's 100,000. I think I've currently got increases rage drinking by 1. Well, that might be handy, but I don't have 100,000 either. Well, I guess you can come back if you change your mind. Well, yeah. Especially if I get like 100 gold out of all these pots. Alright, let's carry on. Alright, more beefcakes. You need a pass to enter the uptown area. Don't waste my time unless you have one. What if I'm an uptown girl? And I want to get back to my uptown world. You found yourself in the city of Wheathorn. Be on your best behavior. I think I just left the city of Wheathorn, but sure. So northern border, which I presume is not the way I go. Ooh, save point. Oh good, there's no bees or wasps in that nest. Alright, let's... Is this a path? Here we go. Alright, I'm also poisoned for the time being, but that's okay. I think it was the fat guy. The meat shark. Fight a dude that's on fire. More food. Did I miss a part? Doesn't look like it. More crews. Ooh, 500. Oh, I didn't get this chest. I'll get this chest. Also, did I break something on the other side of that place without actually getting it? I hope that little sycophant didn't notice this. Let's see what Sudif's message says. Vivian opens the enchanted paper given to her by Sudif. This situation you find yourself in is unfortunate, but if you are reading this, you must be out of sight of that petulant little mage. I've enchanted this page to be unreadable in the presence of anyone but yourself. You have great strength within you, and it should be with little effort that you take care of Santiago. Be wary, though, because the filthy demon preys on the weakest parts of even the strongest hearts. It concerns me that the Witch of Varied seeks the bracelet of Zoe. That holy artifact should not find itself in the hands of the Academy. Not only does the bracelet control the very forces of life, it also has power to activate the gates of the abyss. Why Holborn would want the bracelet I do not know, but be wary of her, Sellsword. She is the most treacherous of snakes. Enchanted paper vanishes, so I only get to read it once. Why does Holborn want the bracelet of Zoe? Is she planning to... No, certainly not. It seems that Sudif is unaware that I'm interested in the powers of the bracelet myself. My father's book mentions its abilities. It must be a clue to finding his whereabouts. That's the duty of a rune warden, to always be seeking. Just like my father, my sister Valerie became obsessed with that book. I tried to burn the book once, but I was caught in the act. I was afraid that it would tear apart my family. We made a simple living by poaching, using our swords and runecraft discreetly. Father told us to keep our identities as rune wardens secret, because the Academy would have us killed. But the Academy found us. Assassins arrived in our hideout. Valerie gave me the book and hid me in the cabinet. I couldn't stop crying. She slapped me and demanded that I not make a sound before she closed me in. I saw her face. It held an expression I hope to never forget. She had a look of gentle love and peace in her eyes. I rarely saw such tenderness in her. She caressed my cheek and leaned in close to say, "Live for me." The assassins never found me. Most of my father's research was stolen away and the hideout was burned to the ground. I have had no real home since then. I buried Valerie. Her chest had been ripped open by a magic arrow that had entered through her back. She had slayed 3 battle mages in the battle. She died so that I could live. She was always tough on me, but I only remember that gentle expression on her face when I think of her. I decided to read through the book. Contained within are the guidelines and instructions for living as a rune warden. It is a vault of knowledge, filled with the legacy of Magnus, the great wizard who founded the Academy. The book taught me how to survive as a rune ward in this world. I live as a vagrant. To most, I am little more than a stray dog. I hid my runecraft to the best of my ability. I eventually joined a mercenary band, the Eagle Company, as a sellsword. I lived that life for years, but when the mercenary group became a military order that worked directly in the interests of a tyrant king, I took my leave. A king's greed is not my destiny. Eagle Company, isn't that a group in the anime series Berserk? Oh no, that's the company. I think it's the Hawk Company. I don't think it's the Eagle Company. Anyway, my destiny was spoken of in the book. I decided to seek it out. I began my journey for the last and only connection to my bloodline. There's no place to go but forward. What my family has chased for years has become my goal as well. The Academy commits runecraft. Holborn has proven that I have to be careful with every step I take.
Yeah.
I guess I must have broken one of these apart. I guess there's two parts. Stop hitting the left triggers, and there's a path straight. Ooh, that. Oh, let's go on here. Ominous mine shaft. Finding one path knock off Undertaker. I should probably do the rest of the before I grab some loot. What did I pick up as well? I picked up some armor. So it's 20, 24. Alright, let's go back the way we came. I think if I go right, we'll be going towards our goal, which is what we want to do eventually. But I think like. if I do exactly what I did. Not yet do that. Oh, that's the way out. Let's drop down. Into some fire. Lovely. Oh, it's too fast. Where the heck does this go? Stop hitting triggers. Alright, take me back. Vegas fragment. Now you can unlock new ability with it. Alright, so there's no additional path, it was just another room. No enemies in here though, that's for sure. Oh, I have to push up here. Stop hitting the trigger button. Destroy the map. Quit having a song. Oh. What's over here? 2 undertaker knockoffs. Alright, it just goes back again. Alright. Where am I going? Straight. And straight again. Good work. Excellent progress, Alice. Where's this take? Oh, okay. I've already been there. That actually does do damage. I mean, it makes sense that it does, but nope, campfire? Oh no, this was a campfire back before. Simple path across. Edges. And keep going straight. It looks like a left and a right. Let's go left. See what's over here. I get poisoned in the process. Lovely as always. Who's this spooky child?
Help me, please. Please, you have to help me. He's going to kill me. Don't let him tell you that he's my father. He looks like my father, but he's not.
Alright, so more spooky children. Actually, the last ones weren't children. Obsidian Talisman. Increases attack by 5, and that increases defense by 10. Actually, I already knew that. I already had one. Right, that goes up. The question is up the way to go? Not, because then I'm going to have to do some more backtracking. Oh, never mind. That just takes me around a big ugly loop. Okay. straight. That's all we can do. The little frosty looking thing. Pick up. I've got a couple of imp snails and another. Ooh, this one critical rage regain minor. This one is stronger, but the effect isn't as great. Also, this is stronger despite this having a fusey. So let's dispose of this one. Actually, no, I'll straight up sell that. I should have already sold it. Actually, I think I picked it up here, so I couldn't have sold it. Oh, another campfire already. I wasn't expecting a campfire so soon. No, I can't go home like this. Is it dead? I assume that's why you can't go home like that. Straight ahead. A head. I must find a head. Another demon. Bring it on, torso boy. Oh, the headless horseman. Yes, your pretty head will do. Alright, so here's a stomp attack and a lance attack. Also, he was a lower level than the bear boss I just fought. Well, not just fought, I fought him a couple of days ago. This guy was only level 40. I cannot end. I've yet to find my head. If I come across it, I'll be sure to send it your way. You think that's a wise idea, Vivian, just giving the enemy his head back? Oh, and he's dematerialized. Alright, let's go back and save real quick. Oh, we got 7 small potions. Oh, this just allows me to equip them. Keep going past it. Alright, I want the medium ones equipped. That seems like reasonable. Even though oh! Inspired by the ancient text of the title, floods and the skill. Alright. Oh, wrong place. Skill. Shining Assault. An extremely fast assault that breaks through the toughest of enemies. It does cost 125 rage to use. And what else do we have? Nothing. Alright, cool. Actually, ability. We've got some mana. Let's pump it up. I don't have the holy statue. I don't have the essences needed for that. What was I going through here? For that. That's going to take a while yet, so I might ignore that. Cover HP when picking up gold, that's... What do you mean? Oh, I need 2500 mana. I should become more literate. Don't have Wyvern attacks, that's useless. I did pick up the Aegis fragment, so I can get that. And then we can get... Is that supposed to say precision? Because that says precision. That's not very precise. You know what? Hang on, what else have we got though? Not much else really. In fact, alright, let's just get precision level 1. And I'll be precisely on my way. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, hang on, there's also this headless guy. You approach me without fear. Good. I have something you may need. I will part with it for a very fair price. I hate to break it to you, but you actually have a bunch of things, none of which I want. So, you deserve these items. You need them. I believe you should reconsider. No. Right, so where does this go? This puts me back on the northern border.
Yeah.
But odd, it puts me in a different spot though. Huh. Strange. Alright, let's proceed. I think if I get an up, I want to... Oh! There's a lot of save points in this area. I can go in this cave. Normally I would avoid gossip at all costs, but given my current state, I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. I am Lord Santiago's butler. His Grace fought bravely in the war against the Asgonian kingdom. Since His Grace's return, The young master seemed to be quite afraid of him. If only I was more careful, then circumstances may be different. Now. The young master fell from the stairs and injured his neck. Injured his neck? Didn't break it, he injured it. Oh, he was such a lovely young soul. It broke my heart to see him pass, but his grace seemed unaffected. Okay, so he did he break his neck or not? Because he said he... I don't know. Also, this way seems like a shortcut, so let's go this way. Oh, a light. Man, I took a lot of damage from all that. I need to watch the ground more carefully. Spike traps. I should also see if this snowflake is any good. Increase max range major. Eh, it's not that good. Oh yeah, there's a book to read. To swim across an ocean, one mustn't be a fool. That's why the scaly creature is always in a school. I'd be a fish. Any other things? No, it just says the same thing. No, I wouldn't be a fool. I could get on a boat. Assuming... Actually, no, we know there's boats in this game. I was about to ask, assuming there's boats in this game, but that's how we got into this mess in the first place. Boats. What are you? Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? That man, he invited me to a ball. The ball I always dreamed of. Then he fell in love. Oh, such a love we had. And now, how wonderful to be made a countess. But he hasn't spoken to me in so long. Did I do something wrong? Why won't he speak to me anymore? Beats me. Maybe you should ask him. Seems far less convoluted than the previous area. Also tentacles. So. I can't jump off that. That's fine. Oh, I had to come up here. I guess we're gonna keep going up. Oh. Okay. Let's keep going up then. Well, I broke that guy's trumpet. Right, now there's also monsters appearing. Okay, moaning turtle. And then my name is able to jump up. Also, that thing's following me for quite some time. that room, because we're now going left. Chain armor. Is it better than my current chain armor? Defense increase major. Increase max HP. It does have a better. It does have a pretty good HP thing, so let's get rid of this. Oh, I don't think it gave me that rune. How do I look at runes? Yeah, it didn't give me the Gifu free. Okay, that was, well, probably not a mistake, but one might call it a mistake. Okay. Still to do over there. Alright, that's a small potion. A couple of those. Because, you know, they're not worth much. May as well burn them. Alright, there's our mediums. Oh, okay. I guess I come at this place from a different angle? So I couldn't go up. Much better success there. Alright, let's... Really? Oh, this room links to the same section. Huh. Alright, more tentacle monsters. More screaming tentacle monsters even. Gosh. Last thing I want is to die. important and constant as the tide. So if right's lower than the left, I must even both sides. Well, that'd be a set of scales. I need to fall all the way down here. And I certainly didn't mean to fall all the way down here. Good grief. I just want to climb up here without getting murdered by two damn statues. Toggle this lever. I know where it goes to. Presumably. Ice essence. Oh, I can now look, do I have enough for any of this? So, oh yeah. Regain 2 rage when picking up mana crystals, gain 1 extra mana when picking up mana crystals. Ranking up weapons costs 20% less mana. That seems pretty good. We also get a sword called Iceberg. So, I guess we're gonna go sing for Titanic. Whew, 156. Sure. No, don't enhance it. Enchant. Slot 1. Yeah, make it a slot 2. Add ice damage to an ice weapon. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Oh, I've done it twice. It's got 2 ice fuses on it. I wonder if they stack them. Oh man, there's a sword there. Soldier's hand. This goes to the upstairs part. Oh, hang on. Alright. Gonna have to go through this room again, maybe. Or not. Or is it this room? It's this room. we can now go this way. Found a golden key. And a maiden. Don't ask me. I won't say a word. I won't tell anyone. His grace would kill me. It's like he killed Anne. We're not talking about Anne there, are we? No, I didn't say anything. Please, Your Grace, I didn't mean to. And if I did tell, it would make no difference, would it? And he's holding an eye in his hand? No, ah! Let's go up. I just realised that this isn't the way to anything. At least I don't think. There might be something more. Alright, I have to check up on that as well. There's another book here though. When journeying to battle, take heed with what you wear. And don't forget, when suiting up, always one in pairs. Oh, I'm always wearing one in pairs. That could be a few things. Greaves, shin guards, gauntlets. Oh, hang on, this goes somewhere. Oh.
Please, I beg you, don't go any further.
Yeah, I'm not promising that. Can I jump up to that? No. I also can't jump up to that, which is annoying. Unless there's some weird trick like double. Oh, I can't. Like, doing some sort of sprint jump. Close. Is it doable? Actually, I have an idea. If I can pull it off, which I might. Alright, so there was actually something else in there. Oh, I have a gold key. That probably what was that was what the gold key was for. Oh well. I'm sure there was nothing important in there. In other words, there was something important in there. Actually, oh, you know what? We just saved. Oh, these. Oh, that didn't give me height. I honestly don't know if I can make this jump. I certainly don't want to be doing that. Alright, one more time. got in. Press up. Use the gold key. Bottle of ice essence. Oh, increase defense by 30. Don't mind if I do. That's an odd way to increase your defense. Chilling to the touch, you feel your skin harden with an icy chill. Alright, we got it. Alright, let's save that. Actually, the other thing that could happen in this place is that there's a separate chest that requires a gold key that might be better than the one we just taken. But you know, I'll take plus 30 defense. What does this say? They're often used in battle. In forest I am seen. With hardy swipes aplenty, I can fell most any tree. An axe? That might apply to the other one as well. You could have like a pair of axes and just cut down fools.
Huh?
Oh, we're over here now. I can go down or actually let's go across.
Huh? Huh? Yeah.
Alright, you're just gonna play toss the weight. Also heal. This is definitely ooh, that was tough. Haha, catch me if you can, haha. No. I was right though, there is another gold chest. This game's pretty generous, so there's a very good chance that there's another gold key somewhere around here. Let's see, what have we got here? Another person boo-hooing the Lord. There's still plenty of save zones. Like, I swear there are way more in this area than there were in the last area. And being further in the game, I feel like there'd be the same. Oh, you're cross-legged. I thought you were stuck in the floor. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. Oh. Okay. Sudden puzzle. Alright, so we've got a wheel, a fish, gauntlets, and a dagger. Oh, hang on. Okay, so... Okay, that was easy. I only had to toggle half of them. But yeah, I was right about all of those puzzles. I expected to be caught up on at least one of them. I mean, technically I was on this one because I was like, I did say gauntlets, but I said a few other things. That one was a little iffy, I guess. Wait, where does this take me? Oh, this goes all the way back here. So, I wonder if you could have brute forced that. Just come straight here. Where am I? Oh, my head. You are where you deserve to be, my lovely. I have prepared this party for you and you alone. Did you... Is that true? Who are you? I'm actually not even sure if I'm Vivian at this point. Oh, I'm some blonde lady. And this is... Oh, who the heck does he remind me of? I'll have to think on that. I am your life partner. You will come to call me husband, and I will spend my days as your humble servant. Yes, but what is this feeling? This emptiness in my heart? Is nothing. I feel nothing. Fret not, my dear. We shall dance now and forever. We shall dance? And then she explodes in fairy light. What the devil? Why do you have this? This? Oh, it's the ring. This is an illusion. The dispel ring, it saved me from this demon's disgusting lies. I see. If this party does not appeal to you, then I don't see how this marriage will work. And he's just going to disappear. I'm going to disappear off... Hang on, let's wait. Let's see if he just disappears. Going. Gone. Does that mean I don't have to fight him? He just moved off the screen?
さあ始めよ共に舞いよ共に舞いよ共に舞いよ共に舞いよパーティーを盛り上げよ野蛮人め共に舞いよもったいないな共に舞いよパーティーを盛り上げよもったいないな野蛮人め共に舞いよもったいないな共に舞いよ共に舞いよ共に舞いよ野蛮人めしつけが必要のよう
Alright, so I can only hit his... Oh, good thing I got out of the way of that. Alright, you're just gonna play toss the bone. I'll heal up. Also, you're just gonna shoot off screen, I guess. Alright. Can you come over here where I can actually hit you? And that's you destroyed. Alright, so he was Santiago. Consider this a divorce, you hideous creep. I'm ruined. No, how can this be? My love, please don't abandon me. It's good to see you in such a state, Santiago. Oh, it's the tree witch. Huh? Who are you? Do you not remember your dear Bella? Bella? No, impossible. You're dead. You're ridiculous, fool. Fate may have given up on Bella, but I never will. But I drained your life away. Not at all. Vitz, if you left me as the old husk you see before you, it seems that you're in a similar situation now. That's fine by me. Please forgive me. Oh, why? Why did I commit such acts? Bella, my dear, it wasn't me. I was possessed. I was being controlled by a demon. I love you. You stole my bracelet and then murdered me. It was all done by a demon who controlled me. Why would I do such things to the love of my life? Liar! I see nothing but greed and treachery in your eyes. Even in your final moments, you have no true remorse. I will gouge out your heart to show you how black it is. Bella. Oh dear. In one quick movement, Santiago grabs the tall tree witch and jumps off the edge of the cliff, sending the two former lovers plummeting to the distant ground below. What a way for both of them to meet their ends. It's fitting, I suppose. Well done, Rune Warden. What? So this is the bracelet of Zoe. Yes, I can feel its power already. I can't believe she caught me by surprise like this. What do? Do I make my move now? Do I bide my time? But it was I who retrieved the bracelet, Vivian. She's going to break her promise, but she doesn't seem to notice that I broke the curse she cast on me. I guess I'm about to see what she's truly after. But you did aid me in some capacity, I suppose. Hypocritical academy scum. But now I've got a well-trained dog. If I were to set it free, what guarantee do I have that it wouldn't bite? You're crueler than you look. Perhaps. You don't know who you're dealing with. I know enough, Rune Warden. Now, for your next task, I need you to escort Camden to Magnus' workshop in Halindal Mountain. And I suppose I will be destroyed if I refuse. To put it bluntly, yes. The curse was engineered from the very runecraft you practice. If you were to break it, the resulting spectacle would be quite a sight to see. Then I'm at your service. That's a good dog. I await your return. That bitch. Oh, who's this? But what I saw... corpses. So many corpses. Those poor young girls just like me. But then what? Why can't I remember nothing else? I don't know, why can't you remember anything else? Alright, well... I guess... door, I guess. Oh, there's nothing this way. Where's it? Oh, teleporter right here. Let's travel. Wait, did I miss one? Huh? Back to the city. That's peculiar. How did I miss one? Oh well. I can always find it another time. Where does that go? Oh, that just goes back up. Alright, let's go into the city. I need a pass to go in there, so let's not do that. Let's go pick up Camden. Right. Camden, remember what I said. You failed your task and my master saved your life. What would you have to say to that? To that matters. So that's what she told you, is it? And I suppose you have a different story to tell? Well, don't tell it to me. I'm done trusting you. Camden, I'm sorry you're caught up in this. Enough. Let's go. The rifts in Western Dive Kingdom have been unlocked. Okay, cool. Good to know.
さあどれでも選んでください。
I've got this equipped, so that's defense plus 10. Don't need more than one of those. 30 gold! You would pay me 30 gold for an increased defense by 30. You're having a laugh. In fact, you're willing to pay me more for these 10 increases than you are for this 30 increase. Madness. Utter madness.
毎度
Alright. I guess we'll be on our way. Alright. So we're now on the northern border. There's already 2 directions we can go. Let's just go down the first one, up. More crows. Let's see, crows treasure chest. What was I going to do again? Look at the map. Alright, nothing else here. being lured into a false sense of security? We'll see, we'll see. We've got a long trek ahead of us. Let's get some rest. Fine. Come on, Vivian, think. What is Holborn after? What is she planning to do? Camden is still here. Did she send him to supervise me? She seems to be looking for someone to act as a key and get her into some place. Maybe that's why she wants me, a room warden, alive. Hey! I can't fall into a trap. What's the worst thing this little brat could do to me? Hey! Why are you ignoring me? What? Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening. You better not be plotting anything over there. And if you are, it won't do you any good. I've got an eye on you. Please, me? Conspiring? You've got me in a corner. There's no conspiring here. Good. Let's keep it that way, you fugitive. So I'm a fugitive now. Tell me, Camden, what crime did I commit? You're a room warden. And that's a crime? What about you and Holborn? What about the Academy? The crimes of the powerful cannot go unseen. Room wardens are murderers. They're terrorists. Self-defense is neither murder or terrorism. Room wardens are hunted down because we refuse to share our ability with the Academy. What we do to survive. But you kill people. Who tried to kill me? Am I not allowed to survive? Am I not allowed to exist? But I was caught once by your precious Academy. They gave me a gift, this mark. They thought of me no more than they do of an animal. What an odd scar. It looks like some hexagon with like a circle in the middle. Liar! You're a liar! You've seen how Holborn treats me. Well, you've been commanded to do the same. Do your own thinking. Make your own judgments. I know who I am, and I know where I stand. I don't... Camden doesn't seem to know anything about the true Academy. There's still time for him to break free of their grasp. But if things get rough here, I may have no choice but to... You said... Let's move. What? Oh yeah, sure. Going straight. Rocks. Let's keep cartwheeling to freedom. Of our mana. I need a holy statue to continue that path. That seems pretty good. And I need 2,500 for that. What do I need for this? 1,500 to bring that to level 4. I need 2,500 for that too. It's taking me a while to get the mana needed to level up. Probably for the best. Bagels, get some butter. I'll go, sorry, right. I'll go right. That. Stone skin potion. There's other goodies. There's an up and a down. So that will probably go down, so let's go up. Castlevania looking bats. I mean, they have more detail, I'll grant them that. They definitely make me think Castlevania. Ooh, I can also go this way. Oh, it's a... wait, a secret room? That wasn't even on the map. Possibly this may damage the items inside. You know what? Right, you know what? Let's just see what happens. Oh, I have to actually still smash it up though.
Yeah.
You damaged the items inside the chest. Oh well. Yep, I mean it could have probably been helped, but... Alright, that's the way to go. Alright, that's the up half. Damn Castlevania bats.
Huh?
Nothing else to do, theoretically. Alright, keep going up. Oh, teleporter. So that's Hallandal Cave. If I go up here, that takes me to there. Go left, I can go up. And by left, I mean right. I always think I know my directions. Okay, I'll do that first. Oh my... Can we stop doing these crazy running stuff? That takes care of it. Probably a way to go. Like I'm using the rage engine. Another cave that wasn't part of the map. Maybe that's why that map seems... Found the key. Actually, there's a chest back in the previous area that if we can go back to, but we'll hold on to it for now because there's probably more chests here too. Alright. These are both crap. Wow, that's quite the jump. Increased attack, increased HP. What have I got? Defense increase and combo HP regen. Well, I think we'll switch to this. Yes, I want to equip it. Why would I not want to equip it? I'd be a fool not to equip it. I can apparently dodge midair and then do a second jump. Let's do a nice crow. Like the mask. Cool, that was unnecessarily loud. Also, I just got an achievement called Demon Hunter. So I guess I killed enough dudes? Or at least enough masks? Seems like an odd achievement to get. Ooh, so many paths. Alright. If I go down and to the left, that should take me back to that earlier spot. Oh. Okay, that's that mouth just opened. That's interesting. Alright, you know what? Let's go on the mouth first. I don't know, we're still going in a direction. Okay. Jeez, no need to scream about your death. Alright. Okay.
We're getting closer. Time for another rest.
Yeah.
So, you're studying healing magics. I understand.
I want to become a white wizard.
Good for you.
But I don't know if I'm really capable of helping others.
You can. Anyone can. It's normal to have your doubts. You're still young.
But I don't like being treated like I am.
You won't be much longer. You'll grow, and you'll prove to others that you have. You'll prove it to them by showing that you've got your own thoughts and your own beliefs.
I do have my own thoughts. Hey, you're in no place to be criticizing me.
Heh, of course. We should be going.
Oh, I'm actually moving in the right direction, I think so. I think I should be alright. I don't think I need to backtrack at this stage. Madam?
How is everything going, Camden? Is the rune warden giving you trouble?
No, madam. Things are well. We are almost to our destination.
You seem distressed. Is something bothering you?
Madam, why can't we let the rune warden go?
Don't concern yourself with that. Focus on your task and don't let yourself get distracted.
But
rune wardens are the most dangerous criminals and should be punished without a second thought. Their very existence threatens our lives.
But we made a promise to her.
Camden, you are my apprentice. Do not forget that. And do not question me.
Forgive me, madam.
You just what? You just don't trust my decisions?
No, madam. I trust you.
Good. Oh, Camden, my dear Camden, when matters are settled, you'll see that I am in the right, and we will return to the academy. If you follow my orders, I am certain you will become a wizard very soon.
Thank you, madam.
You will be my assistant, and we will work together in my tower. Our research and achievements will be... Shouldn't that just say will Shatter, not will be. Will be shatter the ignorance of the High Council. I'll do my best, madam. You are my most cherished pupil, Camden. I look forward to our reunion. Thank you, madam. We will speak soon. Yes, madam. Oh. Okay, so up goes to the Glesian territory. Who's this pudgy little black mage? Hey, what do you need? I bet I've got it. I'm gonna buy precisely one of those, and then that's it. And then I'm going to sell this and this. Got that equipped. I'll sell that as well, actually. And I'll sell that. That's not doing me any good. Alright. And we'll sell the crystal suit. Awesome. Now, if you want to stick around for other business... Who the heck is this person? Super Pikachu! Blaze Boggins. Pika effect. Okay. Weird onion child. What's even the point? What? What's even the point? Okay. I thought he was checking me out and his eyes were moving. Get it while I've got it. Everybody wants my stock. No. Your stock is crap. Might be good for children, but not for lusty adventurers like myself. Alright. Blue Reel Village. Okay, so this was the next... Maybe this was actually... Yeah, it was where I was meant to go. And going up will take... Wait. The path is currently blocked by thick now. I'll have to come back later. Thick now? You mean thick snow, right? This box, is it his home? Why are there... I guess I'm homeless myself, but I think I'm doing better than he is. Well, you're a lusty adventurer, so... Probably. Why are... Bloody hell. Certainly wasn't expecting to find homeless people in my game. Oh, I had to go this way to get to my next point. Alright, so let's quickly... Well, maybe not quickly. Quickly is definitely the wrong word here. Oh, I picked up a twig as well. Alright, let's travel... Let's go to Halindle Cave first. And then backtrack from there. Okay, this is probably the best spot to backtrack to... one room. Alright, fair enough. gosh. Get up there and chop him down. Actually, I think he disappeared into the rafters. What even is the point of that room? Alright, so I want to take... Actually, no, there's only one path right. Oh, hang on, I can go up here as well. Oh, no, this is where I was meant to go. Butter. I have a lot of butter, I think. I don't like what that insinuates. That takes care of him. Can't go that way. Oh, we just randomly went into this room. Black Widow. I guess we got our Marvel movie franchise now. 122. Known for its deadly bite. Critical increased greatly. Not too bad of a weapon. Not great, but not terrible. Alright, let's keep going this way. Let's continue going this way. I'm surprised frost attacks still do damage, if you will, to ice enemies. I need to go. Oh, hang on. I need to go back there a second. There's another path. Let's go in this cave real quick. Yeah, that sure does a lot of damage. Baby chest as well. Inspired by the ancient texts in the tablet, learn to use skill. That is a lot of loot. And I'm gonna chug a potion real quick. Actually, I might even chug two. This has a lot of items on it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get most of those off. So I think I'm going to leave that. Another clover emblem, I can sell that. Alright, what's the new skill? Mirage Storm. From a continuous piercing attack to damage enemies multiple times. Alright, so... that. Actually, while we're at it, we've got more mana, so let's get this. That's all we can get. Alright, so now we recover when we pick up gold. Make our way out. Right. This is a fat kid shop again. More coal.
Huh?
Oh, hang on. Let's save. Alright. Let's continue forward.
Huh?
There appears to be some marching band music. Where are we? Down here. Takes care of Big Ugly. Let's keep going forward. That's all we can do. That and almost get hit by a giant rolling. What's going here? Ooh, secret room. Holy statue. Now you can unlock your ability difference. I don't think I... Hang on. Do I have money to unlock any of those abilities? Because I needed the holy statue here, didn't I? For more defense. Defense. Take 30% less damage when HP is below 30%. Okay. It just comes from the top ropes too. Nice. Alright, let's save. And we'll run straight here. Oh, what's this? What's happening? What are you doing, Roan Warden? What have you done? Ha! The gate has opened just as I expected. Now die, Roan Warden. What? The curse isn't working? What trickery is this? Very well. Gravity will do the job for me. What? Gods, what is this place?